The traditional lead generation is completely saturated in 2025. It started with simple landing pages and PDFs, but now everyone's using the same email sequence, webinars, and lead magnets. If you're still using these overdone tactics, you're already being ignored by potential clients who've seen it all before. But in this video, I'll show you exactly how to implement a pattern-breaking lead generation system that actually works. I've been generating leads for my business for over 7 years, but once I discovered this contrarian approach, my results quadrupled. By the end of this video, you'll have a completely different lead generation system that you can implement today. And if you really want to level up, make sure to check out my school community. There's a link below for that. We have a great group of people building automation, discussing business strategy together, and you'll find templates there that you will not find anywhere else, and that can really up your game. So I've recently heard this sentence from multiple people. My lead gen just isn't working like it used to. If you've said that lately, you're not alone. This fear is creeping in everywhere. And honestly, for good reason. The numbers don't lie. SaaS companies, everyone's offering the same thing, and prospects can't tell the difference anymore. Agencies, free strategy sessions have become white noise. And here's the one thing, when your pipeline dries up, it's not just a bad quarter, it feels like your business is on the edge. Meanwhile, your competitors, still growing, still closing, still showing up. Look, this isn't to scare you, it's a wake-up call. The old playbooks are outdated. It's time to shift, get smarter, more human, more strategic, because the folks who figure this out now, they're the ones who will dominate later. The real threat to your business is not competition, it's blending in. Most of us have fallen into the best practices trap, which is just a fancy way of saying everyone's copying each other. You know the drill. Another ebook, another 3 secrets webinar, another email sequence with fake urgency. Sound familiar? That's because everyone's doing it. And when everyone's doing the same thing, nobody stands out, because the most dangerous words in business, we've always done it this way. So if your lead gen feels stale, flat, or just off, it's not your fault, but it is your move. Contrarian lead generation is all about doing the opposite of what everyone else is doing. When everyone's gating content, you offer it freely in a smarter, more engaging way. When everyone's shouting, "Download my lead magnet," you whisper something way more valuable and get better results. So that's the game right now. Let me break down a few pattern-breaking strategies that are working right now. And not just getting more leads, but better ones. First, tool-based lead generation. Most people are still clinging to their PDFs and their checklists, hoping that the ultimate guide to XYZ is going to blow up. But here's the reality. No one wants to download another 47-page ebook that collects digital dust in their inbox. Instead, smart businesses are building interactive tools, things that actually do something useful in real time, like a calculator that shows your potential ROI by switching to their service, or a quick quiz that diagnoses your biggest bottleneck and gives you a custom game plan, or even a simple tool that spits out personalized templates or strategies based on your inputs. These tools provide immediate value. The user gets a result, they feel seen, and if you're smart, you collect their email at the end after they've already gotten something helpful from you. A marketing agency I know did exactly this. They replaced their SEO guide with a tool called Get Your SEO Score. It gave people an instant analysis, emailed them the result, and offered recommendations based on their site. Their conversion rate didn't just bump up a bit, it skyrocketed from 3% to 18%. And the quality of those leads, they were way better, because people who engage with tools are already invested in the problem and more ready to solve it. Now, this is a big one. Let's talk about micro commitments before email capture. Here's the mistake most businesses make. They ask for too much too soon. Drop your email to get access. But the person on the other side hasn't built any trust yet. It's like proposing marriage on the first date. Instead, think about how you can guide people through a mini experience that gives them value first before asking for anything. One financial advisory firm absolutely nailed this. They built a 5-year financial projection tool that walks users through a few simple steps. You put in your goals, your current income, and your investment habits. Then at the very end, after the user has already spent a few minutes interacting and getting insights, it prompts, want to save your projection? Enter your email. That small shift, giving value first and then asking, tripled their conversion. And not only that, the leads they got were way better. Super qualified. Because if someone took 5 minutes to fill that out, you better believe they're thinking about their future. Finally, we've got one of the most underrated strategies in the game right now: community-first lead generation. Instead of trying to pull people into your funnel with cold ads and lead forms, you invite them in. You create a space where people can learn, connect, and get value on their own terms. And when they do, you become their go-to expert in that world without ever pitching. There's a consultant named Sarah who worked with B2B operation leaders. Instead of running cold outreach or paid ads, she started a private Slack community. She invited a handful of her ideal prospects to join and asked smart, strategic questions to kick things off. Within a few months, people were sharing their biggest challenges, asking her for advice, and inviting others in. Now, she doesn't chase clients. She's got a waiting list because people experience her expertise long before she ever makes an offer. The common thread across all these strategies: they flip the script. They deliver value first before asking for any commitment. And that's exactly why they work, because they feel good. They feel natural, and they build trust way faster than traditional funnels ever did. So if you're tired of lead gen feeling like a grind, or worse, like it's not working, it might be time to stop tweaking the same old tactics and start doing something that actually stands out. Let's talk about what's actually working in 2025 when it comes to lead generation. Here's 5 unconventional lead strategies that are absolutely crushing it right now. First up, collaborative tool development. This one's a game changer. Instead of building something solo, team up with other companies who serve the same audience but don't compete with you. What's beautiful here is that it's a win-win-win. Each company split the cost, shared the leads, and got a ton of exposure by tapping into each other's audience. This kind of collaboration doesn't just save time and money, it explodes your reach and it builds instant credibility. Next, there's this idea of platform-specific pattern breaks. Every social platform has patterns, right? On LinkedIn, it's the long-winded text post. On Instagram, it's motivational quotes and filters. On YouTube, it's the standard head talking. Now here's the move: study the pattern and break it. Marcus, a sales consultant I follow, did this masterfully. While everyone on LinkedIn was posting paragraph-heavy thought leadership, he started dropping picture carousel posts showing actual industry benchmarks visually, clearly, and consistently. Not only did he triple his engagement, but those carousels landed him 12 enterprise clients. Why? Because he wasn't adding to the noise. He was creating something that made people stop scrolling. Another brilliant tactic is reverse case studies. Instead of saying, here's what we did for a past client, flip it. Say, here's what we're doing right now, live, and you're invited. A digital agency pulled this off by hosting monthly live streams where they take someone's website, volunteered by a real prospect, and tear it down live. They'd walk through the UX, the copy, the SEO, and gave instant tactical recommendations. And here's the thing: not only did the volunteer become a client 70% of the time, but everyone watching saw their process, their thinking, and their value. No pitch required. That live stream became their #1 lead source. Why? Because it turned sales into service. Fourth on the list, insight-driven lead magnets. Let's face it, no one needs another 10-page guide to something generic, but real data, real research, unexpected insights, people eat that up. An HR consultancy crushed it with this. They ran a survey of 500 employees asking about remote work preferences, then published the surprising results. And I mean stuff that actually made managers rethink about how they run their teams. That one report, it beat all 6 of their previous white papers combined in terms of qualified leads. People don't want fluff. They want what they don't already know. That's what earns attention. And finally, we've got personal experience challenges. This is where you create a short, structured challenge that gives people a taste of what it's like to work with you before they ever pay $1. One of my favorites is a productivity coach who built a 5-day focus challenge. Each day, participants got one simple task, daily accountability, and a way to track results. At the end of the challenge, people didn't need a sales call. They wanted the full coaching package. And guess what? They converted 9 times higher than the people who just sat through a standard discovery call. Why? Because they'd already experienced the results. They didn't need to be convinced. It already worked for them. I've seen this with my own business too. Here's the point: these strategies aren't tactics to try once. They're mindset shifts. They work because they flip the script. You're not trying to take attention, you're earning it. You're not pitching, you're proving, and that's exactly why they stand out. So the question is, are you willing to stop doing what's comfortable and start doing what actually works? Because the opportunity is there for anyone bold enough to grab it. This approach requires more creativity and often more upfront investment, but the returns are exponentially higher. The fear that holds most businesses back is that contrarian approaches are risky, but the greater risk in 2025 is being forgettable. When everyone follows the same playbook, no one stands out. So by embracing contrarian lead generation, you're not just collecting more leads, you're fundamentally changing your relationship with your market. You're becoming the exception in a sea of sameness. So to summarize what we've covered today, traditional lead generation tactics are delivering diminishing returns. The real opportunity lies in deliberately breaking industry patterns. Tool-based, community-first, and value-driven approaches are showing extraordinary results. And those willing to innovate now will dominate their markets in the coming years. I hope this video has inspired you to rethink your approach to lead generation. Remember, the goal isn't just more leads, it's better relationships with potential customers. I'd love to hear which contrarian approach resonates the most with you, or if you've implemented something already. Drop a comment below, let me know what's working well. Please share your biggest takeaway. And if you found value in this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more counterintuitive business strategies. What's the most unusual but effective lead generation tactic you've seen or tried? And if you want to go deeper, join our school community, where we share all the behind-the-scenes templates, tools, and automations we use to build smarter, more ethical lead gen systems. We're dropping new strategies every week, and you'll be learning alongside of other business owners who are just done with the old playbook and ready to do things differently. All right, guys, thank you for sticking with me. Oh, and if you like this video, I think you're going to love the next one. I'll see you there.